Hey friends, Jake Nunn, your family handyman here. I just wanted to talk about the balance between renting versus owning. Now there's a natural balance. You know, when me and my wife were first married, we took full advantage of renting. Now part of that was because we didn't have a down payment saved up, but we really benefited from just renting. And that was largely because our schedules were very tight. And so therefore, whenever we needed to change air filters, whenever we needed maintenance done, we were able to simply call the maintenance crew and say, hey, you've got work to do, because they were responsible for taking care of it. But the balance and the trade-off between home ownership is, first of all, you get the equity, you get the equity building up over time, because especially with the inflation, the dollar going down in value over time, that means that with the uniform payment of having, you're not having your rent go up unless your property tax value, just goes up and down. You haven't contested your property tax value rights, things like that. Of course, it fluctuates day in, day out, year in, year out, but largely what that means is 10, 20, 30 years down the road, your payment is likely going to be the same as when you first signed. And that's a huge benefit. Also, the whole way you're making payments along the way, especially if you're making payments on top of your minimum balance and your principal, then you've got equity building up in your home. I think everybody understands that value, so I don't need to really harp on that point. But the trade-off is now the responsibility of maintaining your home and all of the equipment, everything inside of your property. Now it falls on you. So what that means is the routine maintenance of taking care of your water heater, your refrigerator systems, taking care of your equipment. If you're not having somebody do it for you, then it falls on you to do. So there's things that I do on a checklist every single year, every single season. I do this on a checklist to make sure that everything's being done. I mean, if you're changing your air filter out, that's 1 to every 3 months, depending on the kind of air filter you have, as well as the allergen level and things like that, and your personal preference. But that's going to depend from 1 month to every 3 months. But then also you need to be pouring bleach or vinegar down your condenser line to make sure that that stays clean and clear. Because if that ever gets stopped up, your AC is not going to be cooling. It may be running, but it's not going to be cooling, and it's making your AC work hard the whole time it's doing that. So you need to be doing that on a normal basis. For your AC system, just alongside that, you need to be cleaning your AC coils and the fins. You need to make sure the fins are straight, all the coils are cleaned out. You need to do that. I recommend it about every year, just because before you even see that there's any accumulation of dust or debris in your AC coils and fins, it's there. Like I said in a previous video, 1/100th of an inch of debris on your AC fins and coils, it reduces your AC's capacity to function 5%. That means it's working longer, it's working harder, it's burning more energy to do it. And on top of that, the more debris you collect on top of that 1/100th of an inch, it gets even exponentially worse. And so once again, I recommend to clean that out about end of spring, somewhere around there. That's when I like to do it, because then come summertime in this Texas heat, your AC is running just like it should. It's running beautifully. It's taking care of you and your family, and it's not working any harder than it has to, along with your air conditioner filter being changed out and things like that. But there's so many other things. Every spring I have a checklist to clean all the fan blades on your fans. The winter, for whatever reason, the AC unit pumps dust out like nothing else. And so come every spring, before we're using the fans like we are in any other season, especially come toward the summer, I like to clean the fan blades so that we're not getting that wobbly effect and wearing out our fan motor because of an imbalanced wear on the fan. So it's just a small thing. It's not a huge deal. And just one tip on that, I found that I really like to use just a pillowcase. Use a pillowcase. I like to get it damp just so that I can really clean it off, but especially for those fans that you can reach, just put that pillowcase up and just pull all the dust in, and then at the end of the day, you can shake it out inside out, outside, and get rid of the dust before you just wash that sucker, and quick, it's done. But just again, this is all just routine maintenance. I've got it on my checklist to do because I maintain other people's homes for them. I take care of that so they don't have to think about it, and I just show in when something needs done and take care of it and knock it out, but that it carries on. You're taking good care of it. Things are humming exactly as they should, and you're not having to worry about some breakdown that you never saw coming, because again, everything in your home, especially the things that are worthwhile, your big equipment, things like that, it's all being touched, it's being looked at, it's being cleaned, it's being taken care of on a routine basis so that you're not just found in one morning or one hot summer evening with a surprise that you just can't get out of. So a lot of you guys, I'm sure you already know about this, but just a tip. Appreciate you guys very much. See you guys later.